Alright, we should be back. God, do I hate that. Really fucking annoying. I don't know where it cut me off. But what I was saying is I think we need 40 more blood essence thingies. And we have 19. We have 19, sorry. We need 40, so we need another 21. So one more round of Blood Moon should do it. I looked up how the Blood Moon works. And apparently it only happens once every 2 hours, and it lasts for like 20 to 30 minutes or something. So you can't just keep doing it. So after stream yesterday, I just kept trying to do it over and over and over again. It wasn't working, and I'm like, there must be something I'm doing wrong. But once you get it, it's very quick to get the actual things that we need. Now where did it save? Okay, it didn't save us getting the class. So I think what we'll do is, to start with, we'll go and unlock the summoner class. Look what it does, understand how it works, and then decide if we want to buy these these materials, these equipables, which I think we will, because they sound pretty good. But to start with, let's just buy this. We need more Luminite. We're always short on Luminite. Well, I wouldn't say we're short. We need a lot of Luminite crystal and a lot of scrap. So, like, to upgrade weapons and stuff, you need Luminite crystals. Like, to upgrade the sword and all the rest of it. And we just, like, never have enough of it. And I'm sure this is where going into adventure mode, like, you're supposed to do, I don't know, but, like, campaign and adventure mode side by side. So you finish an area on campaign mode, then you go back into adventure mode and do it another couple of times and farm up materials and shit. I think that's probably what you're meant to do. We're obviously not doing that. We're just running through it the one time and one and done. So that's maybe why we're a little bit starved for stuff, but I don't know. It's the same as the Souls games, you know, like in Dark Souls 1, if you want Titanite chunks, you go and farm the Dark Wraiths. It's that type of thing. We're just opting not to do it.
I see you, traveler.
Alright, I would like to craft... we don't know what this is. I would like to craft this. It costs us 5 Luminite crystals to do it.
Until next time.
Summoner Archetype. Okay, so here we go. The medic is now gone. This could all just be shit and we just go back to what we were doing, but I want to see how it works. Let's read it. So, the prime perk is, when the summoner deals damage to their minion, it causes them to enrage. Minions gain 10% attack speed, along with 30% increased damage and movement speed. It lasts 20 seconds. So, if we shoot our own dudes, they get stronger. Okay. The perk we get, the trait, sorry, we get is regrowth, which is just health regen. So we're healing just passively. And then we've got Dominator perk. Grants 3.5% increase to mod skill and explosive damage. Okay. We have a hollow minion. At level 5, we get a flyer, and at level 10, we get a reaver. We're still not even level 10 with the handler, which we've had from the start, so I don't think that's ever going to happen. We'll probably only get to the flyer. But the hollow summons a root... Okay, so they're not out all the time. Summons a root hollow minion to fight by your side. Costs 15% of your max health as grey health, but will not kill the summoner. We can have 2 of them active. Hold... Wait, maybe they do last until they die at least. Sacrifice root hollow minions to explode, dealing 150 damage within 5 meters. Reduces skill cooldown by up to 50% based on the remaining health of each minion sacrificed. Alright. The next one, Flyer. Press summons a root flyer minion to fly by your side. Cost 10% of your max health. Okay. Sacrifice the root flyer minion, dealing 50 damage within 3 meters and spawning 3 homing projectiles that explode on contact. And the last one, Reaver, costs 35% of your max health. If you sacrifice him, you deal 200 damage within 600 meters, spawning spore bombs, which bounce and explode on contact for 200 each. So it looks like you could just have them with you, and then when they get low on health, you can sacrifice them if you want to. Our perk thingies are 3.5% increase to mod, skill, and explosive damage. At the first one. Second one. So basically our mod, our skill would be the explosion. The mod is our like fire bullets and those electrical field things. Okay, minions that expire leave a 3-meter aura which heals 2.5 health per second. So they do expire, they don't last forever. I don't know, we need to test it, but when they go away, they leave a pool of healing. Sacrifice grants 3% lifesteal for each minion sacrificed. Okay, so you blow them up and you get some lifesteal for 10 seconds. And using a relic grants minions 5% HP per second and increases their damage dealt. Alright, so we need to change our relic now, because we're not a Healy boy. I think we put on a Healy relic. I want to try this one. So this is just your basic, you heal 70 health. This, you regenerate 100% of your max health. So it's a full heal over 10 seconds. So it's a heal over time thing. And we're also getting all this like passive healing and lifesteal from being a summoner as well. It reduces your movement speed, but it also gives you incoming damage reduction. So you're going to move slower, but you're going to take less damage and you're going to heal more. So I'm going to try it. It may not work out for us, but it's worth trying, right? Now, if we don't want Summoner as our main, we don't have to have it. We can put Doggo in here. And now when the Doggo, when we go down, the Doggo will res us, and we still get all the summoning stuff. But if we want to put Summoner as the main one, that's when we shoot our minion, they get enraged, which I feel like is better. So, we got Regrowth, we got Ruthless, we got Minion Hollow. Alright. So we want to just summon a dude. And then, does his health, he's a little chunky body, does his health go down? Does he last for a certain amount? It doesn't say he lasts for a certain amount of time, right? Summon a Root Hollow to fight by your side. Costs 15% of your maximum health as grey health, but will not kill you. So even if you're on 1 health, you can still do it. You could summon 2 of them. And then if we hold it, we explode him. It doesn't seem like... Now they're enraged? I wonder if, this will do it. Whoops. Yeah, it will. Okay, so when they're in and about and we're doing AoE with this gun, it's going to trigger that and cause them to go crazy. Alright. And then otherwise, they just last forever until they die. I think that's totally fine. Now, my webcam is in the way of their health bars. I'm not sure if you need to see that, though. I don't think that's super... In fact, I think I'm just going to put my webcam over all of the health bars. It's not really that important. You can also see the health bars on them. So, we'll just leave it like that. I don't think anyone's ever looked at the dog's health bar and being like, oh, I'm glad that's on the screen. So that means that these dudes are relatively available at all times. I'm not going to bother upgrading anything because we need Luminite crystals to upgrade stuff, but we also need Luminite crystals to buy the other stuff from the summoner tree. I don't know if we need the armor so much. We'll take a look, but regardless, we need to go and summon a new blood moon. So we're going to try and do that. And the way you do that, because I've had practice in it, is you travel to Yasha, to the Forbidden, or anywhere, but I'm going to Forbidden Grove. And this you can do this once every 2 hours, and it lasts for like 20 to 30 minutes. You go to the Forbidden Grove. If there's a red tinge in the air, it's a blood moon. If it's not, okay, we got it straight away. We need to now hustle. Well, not really, but like now it's active for like 20 to 30 minutes, so we need to make the most of it. If it wasn't red like this, we would just have to travel outside of Yasha, so anywhere else. And then travel back here. And then if it wasn't red, travel out, travel back and forth for forever. These little purple wisps that you can see there, they're what we need to kill. We just need 21 more of them. Now, what's good about this is when you kill things, they don't respawn, but the wisps do. So if we just kill all of the enemies in here, it means that when we come back, we don't really need to worry about getting hit or anything. We can just run through, kill the wisps, and we're good. Okay, a Rolly Boy took a little bit of damage somehow. Not entirely sure how. So the wisps only spawn in certain maps. They only spawn in the maps with these like wooden huts. That's why yesterday when we went to that other zone, we weren't seeing any of them. Now it seems like I can't actually... Oh, that's a lot of wisps. We got a boss. It seems like I can't actually tell my boys where to go. They just kind of do their own thing. Let's just aggravate them. Okay, destroyed that. And it seems like the cooldown for summoning them doesn't start until they die. So they need to die first before we can resummon them. You can't, like, bank the cooldown, effectively. Which is a bit of a shame. But it's not a big deal. So let's explode them and just see how that works. Okay. I don't know what I was expecting other than them exploding, but that's what I got. So to respawn the wisps, all you need to do is not rest at a checkpoint. You just need to go through one of these gold doors. If you go through the gold door and then you come back out into this area again, none of the enemies that you've killed will respawn, but the wisps will. And you just go back and forth until you have what you need. So we needed 40, I think, but we may as well just do it until the blood moon's over and have extras, because maybe maybe the ult will update with more stuff. It's only going to take 20 minutes or so, because that's how long the blood moon lasts, so it won't be super long or anything. strike while the iron's hot and all that. The most wisp I've got out of one reset has been, I think, 4. Maybe 5, but I think 4. But it's generally 3 or 4. I don't think I've ever got like 8 or anything in a run. That time I think we got 4. There was 3 together and then there was 1 at the start. So I think we got 4 that last time. We'll see how many we get this time. I think it's probably just random, but I would doubt you would get like 12 or anything. We didn't go this way last time, so there might be some enemies around here. Maybe. Maybe not. And then you get a little bit disheartened. You're like, oh, we haven't seen any wisp yet. What the hell? We've been running around for ages. And then you find like 3 of them together. So like 2 here together. 3 together. Sorry, 1, 2, 3. So that might be it for the whole zone. It might just be those 3. I don't see any more that way. And then we'll go back. The way we went the first time. Because that's the different path, right? It might be, we might find one. I have to say, the little boys make it sound like there's enemies all the time. There's an enemy somewhere. I don't know where it is though. There it is.
Damn. Is it over?
They seem pretty good actually. There's another wisp. Oh, 2 wisps. So that's 5. I think that's probably the most I've gotten is 5. 5's pretty good. We're up to 29, so we need 11 more. So if we get an average of 3 or 4, let's say we get an average of 4, we need 3 more runs through. We should have time for that. Yeah, the little dudes sound like they're enemies, but they're not. I reckon I'm going to get fooled by that quite a few times. The little roly-poly guy's pretty cool though. Now, as far as mods on our weapon and everything goes, we've got the electric weapon, which has its own mod, so we can't really do much about that. I mean, I guess we could take it off, because I don't really use it that much. So we could just take it off and use something else and just use the AoE part of it. Because we do have space crabs as a mod. And it was like, you throw space crabs down, and then if anything gets nearby, the space crabs jump on them. I don't know whether space crabs would count as a summon. But we could definitely try it out, because that ring was like, you get a charge of bulwark for every summon you have, right? So we're generally going to have 2. So we're going to have 2 stacks of it if we get that ring. If we then use space crabs and that stack goes up, that means that obviously they count as summons. Or we could just Google what counts as summons. Is probably the easier way of doing it. Now, we may not even end up buying the armor. I'll do a compare stats-wise, everything, but like, if we don't need it, there's no real point to buy it, because it's just going to cost us luminite crystals and scrap we don't really want to waste. So if it's not worth buying, we just won't buy it and save our money, which means we probably already have more than enough of these blood orbs, and doing this is a waste of time. But it's future-proofing in case that altar, you know, does sell some more shit later. So there's 3, which is pretty good. Because, yeah, I quite like the idea of pivoting into this whole pet class lifesteal thing. Sounds... You gonna come back over that hill? We missed it? Huh. I don't really want to wait for it, because then we're just wasting time. Oh, we would have got like 6. That's crazy. Oh, there it is. We're running out of bullets, too. I need to be more accurate with my shots. We needed 40. So we need 5 more. So minimum of maximum, sorry, of 2 more runs should do it. Or 1 if we get lucky. We got 28 bullets. So we can afford to shoot, you know, 3 bullets at each one type thing to get it, but I'll try and be more accurate. I didn't really think about the whole bullets situation. Worst case, we could go into this zone, attack some shit, get some ammo, and come back out. So the other thing about the blood moon is once you've zoned into an area like this, the blood moon is active basically forever. So until we leave, so say the blood moon ended right now, it would still stay blood moony. And then when we leave this area, then it would stop. So once you're in the area, at least you know you've got a full clear left. You just don't know when it's going to run out, obviously, but... we know that even if it has run out by now, we can still clear this properly. But hopefully we can get this and another one, and that should be well and truly enough, provided I have the ammo. Okay, that was only 1. That's not great. Oh, there's one ahead I just saw. Worst comes to worst, we just come back in 2 hours and do this again, but... Three, 4. So I believe we're 1 short. Yeah. So let's quickly get to the reset and hope that the blood moon's still active. They're noisy buggers, little rolly boys. It would suck if the blood moon was no longer active. We missed out by 1. That would be unfortunate. But as I said, we may not even end up buying everything. So if it's not red in here, then the blood moon's over. No, we're still good. Must be close though, because the stream's been going for 26 minutes. Sorry for not talking much today. Brain is currently good, but it's nice to have something to watch while I'm clearing stuff out on game. No worries, man. No worries. Chat when you're able to, but I'll just keep talking away. What are you doing? Wait, is this still red? It looks white now. It kind of looks red and white at the same time. I don't know, I've got a bit of a eye fatigue of it. I can't quite tell if we're still in Blood Moon or not. I guess we'll find out if there's no wisps. I think it might be over, actually. I mean, there's no wisp there. I think... Oh, no. There is. Okay, so that's 40. I think that's what we needed minimum. Ooh. Okay, there's quite a few here. We'll just check the altar now, because I'm out of ammo anyway. Not manage full... not sure if I can manage full stream, but I'll stay as long as I can. Yeah, that's fine, man. Like, whatever you need to do. If you need to go, just let me know and we'll stop. Mostly just energy and dailies on gotchas. Gotcha. Gotcha! Alrighty. Let's go to the altar. And see what we can do. Is it this way? Yes. And that's the way the game wants me to go, but we haven't fully checked that other door yet either. We also have a trait point, which we're putting into Siphoner. And we also have one of these, which I just keep putting into movement speed. I don't know whether that's worth it or not, but that's what I keep doing. Alright. So, let's buy... I think we'll buy both of these. We are now low on scrap. Luckily... Oh no, we can't buy it all anyway. But let's compare our gear, right? So this is 62 armor and 27 weight. Compared to... Okay, so it's a lot heavier. So we probably wouldn't be able to use all of it anyway. And then the stats, the resistance is a 20063 compared to 10073. So the resistances are fairly similar. It's just a heavier armor